Good evening, everybody. We are here. We are live, and we're with our good pal Jason Swoboda Fett.
Swoboda.
No,
But not
Swoboda Fett.
Yeah, you got it.
You said Jason Swoboda.
Swoboda Fett. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
You messed up. You just don't want to admit it. Anyway,
That's right.
Jason, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm here enjoying a Baltimore treat, a snowball.
Ooh.
I got a snowball right here.
what is that special cup it's in?
It's from the place called Kona Ice.
Oh, Kona Ice.
That's right.
Isn't that supposed to be like a Hawaiian? It doesn't have like a Hawaiian theme, that place?
I guess so. But they were not Hawaiian there. They were very much, hey hon, what you want? You want an old fashioned egg custard? You want marshmallow on that? You want it on the inside or you want it on top?
Everything that we expect from a Maryland snowball stand. So I actually wanted to introduce you something different, which is why I messed up what your name was. I want to introduce you as the star of Fun TV from Funko.
Wait, hold on. I gotta.
Can you recreate it?
No, I'm. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that's right, guys. It's me, Hollywood Jason here. The star of Fun TV. You know, when this project came together, I couldn't. I have to look off the camera, pretend it's like right there. I couldn't say no. I just had to go ahead and absolutely say yes. That's great.
Can we get a replay of your Fun TV announcement? Because that was great.
You mean like the?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. That was the until next time, Fun Bays. Stay safe out there.
No. The I want my Fun TV.
I want my Fun TV.
There you go. Perfect. That's what I was looking for.
Shrek.
So
Beautiful.
Shrek, I want my Fun TV.
So that it was very hush-hush, the whole situation with you being on Fun TV, and that's obviously expected. How did that all work out? How did it all work out? How did you get on there? How were you reached? How'd they reach out to you, Funko?
I got a phone call. That's how it went from there. I talked to Mike Becker. So Mike Becker called me, but we were just chatting, and then that came up, and because I had sent him a message. I was like, "You got anything? You guys gonna do anything like virtually?" He's like, "Well, we maybe do something. I don't know." And then that happened, and he's just said, he goes, I saw your videos you did. Can you I just need like something like 30 or 40 seconds of you just saying this or that or the other. I was like, okay, I got something. So I sent him a video of that, and then about a week later, it was last week, because I need you to one of the other Funko South people just like, I need you to send a video of just saying I want my Fun TV and just be over the top and everything. And I'm just like, I don't know any other way, so I'll just go over the top.
That's awesome. No,
I could have did it. I should have did it my in Baltimore Jason accent. I want my Fun TV.
Hon.
Some people might say I already did that, but
So all the people that were in the video, do you know most of them, or?
I do. It was great seeing everybody. And I know Crofty, and him getting the award for lifetime achievement. I was awesome. I was going.
Do they reach out to people that is in the running for a certain award, or is they just select somebody?
They told him about that. The Hall of Famers did not know, because I was watching it, and Lauren, who got inducted, and Kevin Tree, who got inducted, I talked to them, and I was like, when I saw Lauren's name, and I'm just like, we're in a group chat for Animal Crossing, but I'm like, hey, did any of you, for any of the Hall of Famers, did anyone get notified ahead of time for any awards or anything? I didn't mention Hall of Fame. And then she's like, no, I haven't. And specifically, I was like, okay, gotta keep quiet. And then she just, she texts, she's like, oh my God. I'm just like, I know, oh my God. I didn't want to spoil it for you. Like, holy shit, you haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah, she was excited. Everyone was very happy. Who got mentioned in there and who got into the Hall of Fame for this year. So that was a fun little way to spend 45 minutes in an otherwise very negative, angry week for a lot of Funko collectors. but I thought it was very positive. And kudos to the people in the comments section of the video. You know what I want is I want a website that works. I want
of course,
that.
Of course.
That's actually what I commented.
It was Heather leading the parade.
This video's nice, but I want my stuff sooner. Where's...
Well, so a lot of people...
But yeah, the whole thing came... I didn't really know what all I was doing, but I knew since Becker was doing it, I knew something was going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm so disappointed we didn't get to have the fun days for the Fun Olympics this year. But that'll be next year. But that would have been a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, I totally misunderstood the whole Fun TV thing. And as you know, because I reached out to you, I thought Fun TV was going to be a live segment. I thought they were going to have things that were clips that would be played in between, but I thought that it was going to be sort of a live thing, which would then be attached to a Fun Days sort of box, because that's sort of how it's happened before in the past, where they're doing some live show and then they're like, "Hey, there's a fun box attached," you know. So I was a little upset in the fact that there wasn't a fun box. Although I understand why there wasn't a fun box, but I don't know. That was something that I was a little bummed out about that. I did like the video. I did watch it from start to finish. It was like 59 minutes or so, or maybe a little bit shorter. I thought the video was great. It definitely had the breath of life from Funko. I would say carried completely by Mike Becker. Brian Mariotti, I've already said this multiple occasions. He looked like a cardboard cutout to me. I mean, not that I'm not talking crap about him. I know that he is more of the straight man, whereas Mike Becker is like wild and wacky and crazy, you know.
He's the chairman. Mike Becker's the chairman of Fun.
Yeah, and I love Mike Becker. I just think he's just the greatest. But yeah, anyway, the Fun TV segment was great. My favorite part of it was seeing you jump in there and talk for a little bit, because it's like, oh wow, Jason's on here. This is cool. Additionally, I really like they did a lot of announcements and stuff, and we could talk a little bit more about the announcements that were involved in the Fun TV video. But I'd wonder, guys in the chat section, what did you guys think of the Fun TV segment? Did you enjoy it? If we would have to do this next year, because who knows what COVID's going to bring with it. If this happens next year and they do another Fun TV, what would you like to see more of, less of? What would you like to see added on? I personally would like to see a fun box. That's just me. Or a box of fun, rather.
Well,
I think that would be cool.
I think all Funko fans want a box of fun, but unfortunately, you know, fun has been ruined by pandemics and such. So
yeah, well, they everything that goes into the box is all. They even put this out. It's all designed around the event. So like all the Freaky Tiki Fun Days stuff. If there wasn't an event called Freaky Tiki Fun Days, it would seem a bit out of place.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
they didn't want to do all their, I guess, blow their load, if you will,
right.
over that when they
get
have
it.
all this cool Olympic stuff for next year planned.
Yeah,
So.
I get it. Dean Blockley is asking, why does Heather look 4 foot tall? Well, that's because she's in a chair and will not sit in one of the chairs that I sit in for whatever reason.
for whatever reason, no. Let me tell you, these are the most uncomfortable chairs ever. So I have to sit in a cushion chair because every single time we record a video on these stools, my back hurts. I hate it. I'm too old for this shit.
My back.
My back hurts. I hear that there is a delay in audio or video. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's causing that. It could be our internet. I don't know. Just if you can, just deal with it. This episode, just deal with it. I mean, what can I tell him? I don't know what to tell him. What am I going to say? Hey, listen, let me sign off and sign back on. It's
well, yeah, and then you restart it and hit the reset button.
Yeah, I'd rather jump off or jump out a window, because quite frankly, it took forever for me to bring all this back up. And then once you get it up, then you giggity. Once you get it up, then you have to go into YouTube options, and I got to go and paste stuff in there and tags, and it's just such a pain in the butt. So enjoy seeing us in a weird lips don't match the mouths thing. So
lips don't match the mouths. What? You mean
words don't match the lips. Yeah.
Oh, my lips don't lie, and that's hips. No, never mind.
Yeah.
And your lips are lying right now, Jason. They're not.
They are.
They're not matching.
But yeah, I want my fun TV. That was I was looking forward to that, and
It was cool.
I didn't want to let on too much because I didn't want to spoil anything. It wasn't like we were super top secret. I was just like, because another thing, I didn't want to have it be like, because I had been interviewed for the Making Fun documentary, and they didn't use any of my stuff, so I didn't want to talk that up and be like, oh man, yeah, I'm in this, and all of a sudden it just goes through it, and it's just me in the beginning going, ah.
Makes sense.
I learned my lesson.
Well, in your defense, they should have used you, Jason, because I'm sure it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I think when they interviewed me that morning, it was out in San Diego, and I was that was the year I had vertigo.
Oof.
Oh no!
So I was like kind of a mess, and I'm pretty sure whatever I said was unusable.
Oh.
No.
It's okay, it happens. That's finally coming out on Blu-ray, but I don't believe there's any special features on it. So the hopes of the cutting room floor stuff, but there's still one. You could see me for like 2 or 3 seconds in the middle of it. So
That's fantastic.
good.
You're in a photo at the end of the film too, I believe.
Possibly.
You're in a photo somewhere, I remember, because I remember seeing you in a picture, and I was like, holy crap, that's Jason. That was before we really knew you like we do now.
That was before you ever saw me. That person looks like a Jason.
Oh my God, that's Jason. I know him somehow in the future.
Son of a B. That's him.
So what I'm going to do is start the podcast, because this podcast I was hoping we could just stick mostly to SDCC, but we can throw some other things in there and maybe some more different conversation at the very end. But we'll start different things. But we'll start it off as an SDCC thing. For those who are unaware, boom, Heroic Nonsense Podcast. So we have a podcast. You can go and find it on Anchor.fm. You can find it on Google Play. You can find it on Spotify. Apple iTunes, anywhere a podcast can be found, we are there. So go ahead and give us some listens there. That we would really appreciate that. We need more hits. We need more hits very badly. Okay, so we're going to start this thing up and enjoy the show. Comment if you guys want to be included in this. We'll call you out by name, talk about what you're saying, and all that kind of jazz. It's really fun. If you've never done this before, been here with us, I think you'll have a good time. So here we go. Welcome to Heroic Nonsense. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Jason.
Wow, that was an
I didn't get my stuff.
Oh.
I went on the internet and I didn't get my things this week. I didn't get something. I didn't get my Jack in the Box. So I'm grumpy. Damn it. I'm leaving angry voicemails now because I didn't get my thing.
I'm feeling deja vu right now because I saw you comment that exact thing under the Fun TV
That
video.
was me. I was just like, boy, it was great to be a part of this, but I didn't get my thing. So now I'm sour on you. I'm sour.
All angry and pissed off about it.
Yeah, I was sour for like a little bit after. Look, I wanted the Jack in the Box. Will I get it eventually? Yes. So I'll just be patient and not curse the family members and employees of Funko or the Shopify or whomever that people were cursing.
I'm surprised you haven't had a hookup yet because, we know a lot of people in the community. I figured somebody would have stepped forward and said they had it. When I went on the webpage to order Funko Pops the night of Funko.com's drop, I just grabbed 2 things very quickly to see if I could get them because I really didn't want anything on the list. I figured I would just buy everything because they were store exclusives. And I ended up getting the Black Lightning 3K piece, and I got the Michelangelo with surfboard. I just grabbed them because I knew that they were going to be the most sought after, and I was like, let me just see if I can get them. So we got Michelangelo, and Heather actually has already found a friend of ours who wants it.
Ooh.
And then Black Lightning, on the other hand, is going to be probably a 3K Gastlecast giveaway item. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be right now. There is somebody I'm thinking about maybe just giving it to at cost. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that just yet because it would be a really good giveaway item, but we'll think it over. I got to think about that.
When you say 3K giveaway, is that because you're going to give it away for 3K?
Yes.
This can be yours to the lucky listener who gives me $3,000.
Right. I didn't think about it like that. That's great.
It's gonna be our 3K giveaway. You should turn it into like a radio ad, like 3K giveaway on the Gastlecast.
What's fun,
weekdays.
What's funny is that character Black Lightning is a character that not a whole lot of people like care so much about, like as far as like the TV show goes. You don't hear, in other words, you don't hear people saying, "Oh my God, that Black Lightning TV show is awesome. You should watch it." You never hear that. So a lot of folks were angry that Funko Pop, which is the only Black Lightning Funko Pop, was going to be a limited one. And I'm kind of with them on that. If there was an obscure character like, say, Kraglin from Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was a 3K piece, I would be kind of bummed out about that. I see what people are saying and why they're upset. Makes sense. But I thought that was an interesting choice for the limited piece on Funko.com. And then the website. Let's talk a little bit about the website, because we know that you were unable to get the pop you were looking for. Did you get anything at all from Funko.com?
Yeah, I got everything else. But I was mainly annoyed because I wanted to do a one-stop shop. So when I saw that they had everything, I was like, oh, I don't have to sit there and stalk all these other websites and deal with their shipping and just deal with everything. So I lost out on all like the different store exclusives, but I got the whole Anchorman set. I got Michelangelo. I lost out on Black Lightning. And who else? I don't even remember. Oh, I got the stupid birds. Got the stupid birds.
You went for the birds?
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I just kept clicking. I was like, I just clicked everything, and I wound up with a whole bunch of stuff. But I didn't, I lost out on all the like Bakugo and all the other store exclusives all sold out while I was waiting for them to calculate my free shipping. But that's all right, because I was stalking all those websites around midnight, 1 a.m., and I was on Hot Topic, and I kept refreshing the page for Bakugo, and it went live like 10 minutes early. And I saw it. I was like, ooh, click, add it. Got it. And then it sold out immediately.
Wow. Yeah, that really sucks. Somehow I was able to get in and get out within 20 minutes. How I was able to do that, I still can't figure out. I'm assuming it's because I just added 2 items to my cart as fast as I could and then went to checkout. And I just went, and then I used Amazon Pay. So everything was bing, bang, boom. And then when it happened, Heather was upstairs and she was trying to order her things, and it wasn't going good. I felt really bad for her because I wanted to add a Harry Potter for her, but I didn't. I did, but I didn't think about it. I was just thinking about trying to get those two high, the high want, or I guess the people that would want those Funko. How am I trying to say this?
The sought after
Funko Pops. My God, I can't speak tonight at all. I feel like I'm having something. There's something wrong with me. I can't talk. Am I having a stroke? Is this a sign of a stroke?
I don't know, but you've messed up a lot of words tonight.
Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I was going after the 2 highly sought after Funko Pops, and Heather was trying after her Harry Potter. And after a long time, well, Heather, you tell your own story about what happened with you.
Well, it took me an hour, but I got Harry Potter, and I also got another Mikey, but I found homes for both of those. And then I got, what else did I get?
So you did get your Harry Potter.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I did.
that's
no
good.
No help from Chris. But yeah, I did get Harry Potter and I got Mikey. I feel like I got something else. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
That's all you got. No, you got Dwight with Princess Unicorn, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those seem to be an easier one to get. I assume they had a lot of those left over.
The Princess Unicorn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to launch it twice.
Right.
This is third time, but that did sell out again, so it's gone again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not surprised that one sold out, but it seemed to last longer on the list, I guess. That was like one of the ones that was there the longest. Yeah, so anyway, lots of complaints about this VirtualCon 3. Makes me concerned for FallCon, which comes up, obviously around the time of New York Comic Con. Because I don't think New York Comic Con is going to happen. Have they already canceled that, or is that something that's still like sort of, we don't know, or iffy?
They haven't canceled it yet, but I mean, there's 31 states on a restricted travel where if you travel into New York from outside of those states, you have to quarantine for 14 days. And if you're a resident and go to one of these places and come back, you have to quarantine for 14 days. So our friend Alex, who went out to California, is going to have to go and quarantine for 14 days when he gets back.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So so everyone's going to go to New York Comic Con 2 weeks early just to sit in a hotel for like $300 a night.
Right.
It's not there's no way, and you can't keep 6 inches away from somebody's ass, let alone
No
6
kidding.
feet.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Just get it over with. I think AwesomeCon being in December is a big crazy idea too. I just
Absolutely.
don't. I
There's
think we should
no
just
way
punt
it's
that.
happening. Well, I don't know if you heard, but there's a lot of people saying that once November hits, you're not going to hear about the pandemic anymore.
Oh.
So, once we get the election out of the way, we should be good, right? December is after November.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's just.
I do not believe that. Don't.
Well, I
hate
tell
on
you though, if it winds up to be a grand conspiracy on the election, I'm going to be a little sour. I'm going to be like, it's not fair. I didn't get my Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Because
your first.
I guarantee you, if I was in San Diego, I would have had a Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
While I was eating, I would have taken the Jack in the Box to a Jack in the Box and taken a picture in the Jack in the Box with the Jack in the Box eating Jack in the Box.
Oh my God. There's
Yeah.
too much. Too much Jack in the Box.
It's just too much Jack in the Box.
What are you doing
that's
in the
what
box?
That's right. And I would have put the dick.
That's right.
I would have taken the Dick in a Box pops and put them with Jack in the Box. And it'd be Jack and Dick in the Box.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jack and Dick in the Box pops in the Jack in the Box eating Jack in the Box.
That's brilliant.
I like that.
I was stuttering.
So we do have comments that are here. People are watching live on YouTube right now. I see Harry Potter was one of the last to sell out, says Jimmy Tauber.
Yes, he was.
I didn't realize that. I thought Harry Potter was actually one of the popular ones.
No.
Chimpy97 says so much Jack in the Box. Angle says NYCC is going to be a mess. LACC was moved to December.
Yeah,
I honestly
LACC is probably going to be moving to 2021 or 2022.
Yeah, I think we're going to reach a point where they just move everything. Everything will be
Yeah.
moved to next year. Why push stuff? Just reschedule and wait until a better time instead of times being like, I guess, quote unquote, iffy because we don't know what's going to happen. Somebody posted a photo today somewhere. It was either a photo or a GIF, and it was either at a con or I don't know where it was, but it was just a huge gathering of people, like moving around like in a big place, almost like a convention center. And somebody had commented, "Wow, can you imagine that we were that close to each other, all the time, way back when?" And you just recently, I guess, last year. And that's shocking because you went to New York Comic Con and so did I, and for 2019, and it was packed in there. I mean, nuts to butts.
I just remember texting you, just going, "I hate this.
Yes.
I absolutely hate this."
Same here.
It was miserable
It sucked.
because you're sweating, and then you're just walking, and then there's someone's back, in their book bag, right in the.
Getting beat up. Yeah, so it's interesting, now we look at it and we're like, how could we have stood so close to each other, breathing all over each other, farting on each other? But how are cons going to be different in the future after the coronavirus is sort of a thing of the past? Are we going to have it where you have to be separated a certain amount of feet between each other at cons? I mean, how can you fit that many people at a con now? How can you fit that many people? As an example, remember we attended the Funko podcast, and in there we were literally sitting on top of each other. How would they do that? Is every other seat now? I mean, all of these things are going to have to change, and it'll be interesting to see what they come up with, I guess.
Yeah, they would. I mean, they're not going to take less people, but I certainly, or they're going to make you wear masks inside. I didn't even know. I couldn't
know.
imagine. It's too much. It's too much. Let's just focus on this year.
Yeah.
So let's
Exactly.
focus on
And
this
sitting on the
virtual
air
con.
condition in our homes,
Yeah.
not surrounded by a million people.
Right.
That sounds
But
good.
last night we had a like a Zoom happy hour for usually for when we were out in San Diego. There's a little gathering called Boardies and Beers, and it's for the board members of the FunkoFanatic.com board.
Cool.
And we all get together and we'll find like it used to be specific bars, but now there's like too many. So we had a Boardies and Beers Zoom call. So that was a lot of fun.
Cool.
I was like, I'll just pop in there for a little bit, and then it was 3 a.m. So I was like, I should probably go to bed. Probably go to bed. I saw somewhere that if you put a pickle in a beer, it enhances the flavor of the beer and the pickle.
Oh God. So
I did that,
And
I ate the pickle, and the beer was pickly. I don't know. I basically ate a pickle with beer. So whatever.
Yeah, I don't like.
I'd do it
that.
again. I'll do it twice.
Yeah, I don't like pickles, so that wouldn't fare well with me.
That would be good for you. But then they also told me to mix the pickle juice with whiskey, and I did that too.
I've heard that. That's a special somewhere. There's like a bar, or I remember somebody talking about pickle in shots and stuff like that.
yeah, I don't think that's whiskey though. I think that's vodka.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have been all right with vodka. Yeah, they have Pinnacle Pickle, something like that. Pinnacle Pickle. It's a pickle.
Ugh.
That's right, our 3,000 giveaway for the pickle jar here on the Gastlecast.
The Pinnacle Pickle. So let's swing back around to SDCC again. So a lot of people were angry and pissed off and all that jazz over Funko.com. But as far as like the shared exclusives, did you happen to obtain any of those? Did you go out and buy any shared exclusives yourself? Did you order any online, or did you just completely scrap the idea?
I went online because I wanted to get a Bakugo because it looked cool. And I had to get my Recyclops from Walmart. And then hope that they ship it correctly. So I got the Recyclops and the Marty McFly before they got taken off and then were sold out. And I got the Hot Topic one that I wanted. And I didn't pull the trigger on the GameStop stuff, so I let it go.
Okay, yeah. Those are so GameStop stuff I actually did get. I still have to get it from our friend. We have a mutual friend who works at GameStop, so I still have to get it from him. But he got the Sonic 2-pack for my son, and somebody actually mentioned in the comment section, I want to get back to that. I can't remember who it was, so forgive me. But the Sonic 2-pack does not have an SDCC shared sticker on it for whatever reason. I don't know why, or SummerCon sticker. It just has a GameStop sticker. The person in the chat was asking, why is that? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe it was originally intended for GameStop, like as just a GameStop exclusive, and then they changed it to be a SummerCon exclusive. I think what happened, I'm just gonna shoot in the dark here.
Oh, this is a shot in the dark.
I think that Funko had a lineup of Funko Pops that were going to release on San Diego Comic-Con. And in those drops were movie Funko Pops from like Black Widow or whatever movies we didn't end up getting, Wonder Woman and all this jazz. If they released them on San Diego Comic-Con without the movies being out, then they would be spoiling stuff for us, right? Because that's what those Funko Pops typically do. They release them on San Diego Comic-Con because the movies have already come out. I think that they couldn't drop those Funko Pops and they had to fill those spots with other things. I think that GameStop would have been somewhere that carried a Marvel or MCU Funko Pop because that has happened in the past. I wouldn't be shocked by that. And so would Hot Topic. They fall sort of in that realm as well. So I think Sonic was going to be a 2-pack that was just a normal 2-pack for GameStop that was going to be like sort of a common GameStop thing. And then they changed it over for San Diego Comic-Con because they needed something to fill the spot. That's what I think happened. And I think that's what happened with a lot of these Funko Pops. They were intended for something else, and they just slapped a sticker on it. That's just my guess.
I think for Sonic and for that 2-pack, I have a feeling that it could have also been something that was sold at GameStop at the con. like at their booth. It could have been one like when Nickelodeon sold the Baxter Stockman.
Right.
But why it didn't have a sticker? They maybe just didn't put the stickers on them. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's who knows.
Yeah.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
because of all what's been happening in the world and everything, I'm assuming that Funko was completely blindsided by all that. They had probably all these plans. How far in advance do you think they plan Fun Days, as an example? Do you think that's like right after Fun Days ends, the year before, they just start planning right then and there?
Yep.
So whatever their plan is, they probably still have it for next year.
Yeah, so they're going to coast now, man. All set.
That's
We're
nice.
all set. We're all set, guys.
Done.
Did it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that I think Mike likes to take he'll take time off after Fun Days because it's such an exhausting thing to put on that caliber of show. So he takes time and he'll just start planning it again, and they start arranging all of the different exclusives they could possibly have in relation to it. So that stuff's thought about way in advance.
Yeah, well, I guess they can move it to next year, but hopefully if next year is a thing and they can actually have Fun Days next year, right? Hopefully we're past most of the horrible side of the COVID, that they have it, but it's bigger than ever, right? Because they're gonna have to play catch up, but also have their Fun Days. So maybe we'll have like more exclusives than ever next year. Who knows? Somebody did reach out to us to let us know via
Aaron.
Yep, our good pal Aaron reached out to us to let us know that the 2-pack for Sonic was originally intended for E3 Con and it wasn't ready. So then they ended up making it an SDCC exclusive. So I feel like I was half right on that. I knew it I had a feeling it was coming from somewhere else. I didn't think it was necessarily set up for this, which is why it didn't carry that sticker. Usually there's a reason for that, because I feel like the companies and Funko are very meticulous about what gets the sticker and all that jazz. Although it always makes me laugh because Wong from Walgreens, I believe it was last San Diego Comic-Con, did not get released with a shared sticker, instead got released with a San Diego Comic-Con sticker. Do you guys happen to remember that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never got that one.
Yeah. It was funny because it had the real one and everybody was buying it in the store and people were trying to flip it and everything else thinking they got something special, whereas Walgreens only got that sticker. And pretty much, I guess that year, you could have really just ripped the sticker off and put it on other Pops if you wanted to be a real douchebag about it. But and that might have actually happened.
No one's ever done that before.
You're crazy.
No, you're crazy, sir. Mister.
So
crazy.
I noticed that $7 a pop. I wanted to ask you about this. I haven't gotten around to it, so I hope we can talk about it for a moment.
Okay.
Somebody had mentioned that they missed out on San Diego Comic-Con Pops for this year, and they were really bummed out. And you had commented, "Well, look out at $7 a pop tonight, whatever that night was, because you might be real happy." What the hell happened?
No, that was the Metallic Webster web store from He-Man.
Gotcha.
It wasn't the Comic-Con. No, we didn't get those this year. So
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Is that normal? You guys get them like on other con year? Like, in other words, if Comic-Con was on this year, would you have gotten some?
It's possible, but we don't. The thing with us, we don't compete with collectors, so we're not buying. We're not logging onto the Funko shop for ourselves. I mean, if we do, it's me doing it for me personally. It's not for us, so we don't compete. We don't wait in line at Hot Topic or buy any of that stuff.
Yeah,
we stay out of it. We're out of it.
Jimmy Tauber actually brings up a good point. His comment is, how about the Websters or web stores that switched from Hot Topic to Walmart, showing up to Walmart with Hot Topic stickers? Have you seen that?
I have not seen that, but it doesn't surprise me.
Really weird. Yeah, really weird. You go to Walmart and there's a Hot Topic sticker.
There's a lot of sticker chicanery going on here right now. What's going on with all these stickers? That's why I collect the toy, not the sticker.
Did you order anything from Toy Tokyo?
No. Thankfully, I don't collect Masters of the Universe, so I didn't have. No, for the 5 seconds it was up. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
what I found, the thing I enjoyed the most was because I love when companies combat bots. So, did you happen to see what Fugitive Toys did over the
No,
weekend?
no, I don't think so.
This was glorious. So they had a fig pin bundle, and it was 9 items. And they said they're not going to post it on their regular website. They're only going to post the links on social media. So you have to log on to it from there. So just make sure that all your account stuff's attached to your account, and that way you'll have a quicker payment process when they go live. So they flipped it up. They put up the link, and they said use this code to get the correct price. So you click the link and it pops up. It says $10,000 for 9 fig pins. And then you fill in your information. Then you put the coupon code in that they gave you. And then it went down to like 2 something, whatever it was supposed to be. It sold out like really fast. And they posted a thing later that says, we're sorry. We don't process refunds. We're sorry if your bots picked up multiples of these. Maybe next time you'll learn. And I'm like, oh.
Oh my God. That happened?
Apparently it did. Like, people with bots were paying 10 grand for this fig pin set.
That's awesome.
That they were going to, I mean, chances are that they're going to have to wind up refunding them. But I think it's great that they were, you pick up 10 of them, 100 grand. What did I just do? Holy shit.
That is amazing. That is the best bot story I think I've heard yet so far.
Yeah. So that one I got a kick out of that. And then to all the people who were leaving nasty messages to Gemini. Ooh.
Yeah, we created a video that kind of touched on that. You know, Gemini basically saying go and buy from somebody else if you don't like what we're doing or our prices. And the point that I made in the video was, you know, these guys are out here trying to they have a business and they're trying to make money. And how can you hate them for for making money? I mean, that's the bottom line. They're a business, right?
Yeah, they were selling stuff that was, because if they sold it at retail, what was going to happen? Someone was going to buy it and flip it.
Right.
It's not like, so they're the ones that are going to make it. They get a very small allotment of these. They make it like, maybe they get 6 or less of each, let's just say.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the case of the red toucan, maybe they get like 2 of them. I mean, they don't get like master cases or anything. They just get a small allotment and then they sell it. They do that because Gemini and like some of these other companies, they buy a lot of stuff from Funko. Just like, hey, can you please buy, 10 master cases each of Peter, Griffin, and Brian from Family Guy?
Right.
Deeply discounted. Can you help us clear this out? Like blocks. Could you please buy all the blocks that we've ever made? We don't want to sell them any longer. Yeah, sure. But then they have that relationship, and it's always been like that. Gemini has always sold high. But the thing is that I think I'm wondering if Funko didn't underproduce the numbers on their exclusives because they didn't is it possible they didn't think the demand was going to be there for all these?
Possibly.
But I mean, if you've been watching, like the all exclusives from either like Walmart or GameStop or especially Target, they sell out like instantaneously, no matter what. Bugs Bunny, the R2-D2 from Empire Strikes Back that was just had the weird color on it. That sold out like instantaneously.
Yeah,
it never came back. But it's been doing this for months, since about like April. Like everything is just sold out. Even like that Johnny Quest and Haji. Yeah, sold out super fast. How? And they probably didn't anticipate it. Maybe they produced, instead of like 10,000 Harry Potters, maybe they only did 5,000. Well, and they didn't put numbers on them. So who knows?
The weird thing is that with Funko, maybe if we're talking like exclusives that would have been, I guess, at the con, I don't know. Like, I guess the point that I'm making is no matter what Funko does or how many they produce, they're still selling them to the stores who are using them as store exclusives. So Funko is still making their money. But as far as them selling out, we've noticed that, I think we've all noticed that trend now. But it's happening because people are home and they have nothing better to do right now. And I think that this is going to help Funko more than ever. I think that COVID is actually going to help Funko because it's going to make people want to go after and just start buying whatever they can get from Funko. And now if they're making limited numbers because they didn't think people were going to purchase them, I mean, I've always said I think they should limit even the commons to some degree. I know that Funko has to make their money. I get that. And a lot of people yell that. They're probably yelling at their screen right now.
Well, they can comment.
Right. Or you can comment. You can yell at me in the
comments.
comments. But I think that if it's limited, it makes it even more fun when you're going out to hunt them and trying to find them, right? So not only going out and buying like the shared exclusive Funko Pops, but if I just want a set of new Venomized, it'd be fun to go out and find like 2 here and 2 there and, so on and so forth. But I think that all this stuff selling out is just people bored as hell. They're not spending their money anywhere else right now due to COVID. So they have all this money and they can just buy whatever the hell they want to. And how do I know that? Because I am one of those people. I have that money. So I'm just buying stuff. Sometimes stuff that I don't really think I need, I just buy it and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'll buy this.
It's probably amateur flipping too. Because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't have anything. If you're out working or something, you're just like, I can buy this toy for $10 on Target and sell it for $50.
Right. But
why, why wouldn't you? And all of a sudden, they have the new business, and it's going to be flipper toys.
So let's see. Click My Vid says no limited numbers equal restocks down the road. So to kind of touch on that, we actually made a video about Hot Topic. And who else is it? Hot Topic and Box Lunch.
Yes.
They are restocking, not a whole lot, but they're restocking a little bit.
I don't think they're necessarily restocking. My thought in the matter is that they didn't have them in hand. So now they've received these pops and now they're going back on the website. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes 100% sense. But they're going to also have them in stores too, but you're right. I think they didn't have all of the shared exclusives ready yet for the con, for I guess the virtual con. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of stores restocking, or do you want to use that word? Is that a good word to use? Restock?
Yeah, I guess restock, but it's not really a restock. Like once they make con pops, that's it.
Exactly.
From what I understand.
Right. But they're restocking. They're putting it back on the shelf.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
Don't call it a restock. It's been stocked for years.
Don't go putting pickles in your beers. So
hey, don't tell me how to live my life.
Jason still will. He's gonna wash that snowball down with the pickle beer.
That's disgusting. That makes me sick.
Hey, you remember Sonic they had a pickle slushy.
Ugh.
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that makes me want to vomit. For real.
It wasn't bad. It just tasted like
cold pickle juice.
Yeah, it was salty.
Ugh.
It wasn't my favorite because it was all sweet. If it was a more sour pickle thing, I think I would have liked it.
It was sweet?
Yeah, it was like a slushy. So it tasted like green, but salty green.
Ew.
Anyone who's ever had green slushies, green has a flavor. It's just green.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. Pickle green.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite.
G-Man says, the way the world is going right now, production may be low. The not able to reach their production goals they may not be able to reach their production goals just saying. Now that's a good point too. Is the fact is that folks might be, or Funko might be reaching out to China. They're ordering all this stuff and they can't get them in time maybe. I'm just, again, this is just us pulling from out of the sky. I don't know. I'm not sure.
This is an interesting comment. So the Pop Baron is making a lot of sense, and it's something I didn't necessarily think about. Hot Topic and Box Lunch are using the product from the stores that are closed in many regions and now making them available. So that makes sense.
That makes sense too.
Why didn't we think of that?
Because Heather, we get in front of a camera and we scream, "Oh my God, they're restocking!" And then we post it to the internet without thinking about anything.
Oh, well, yeah.
So you can just Baku Go check your local store.
Hey!
Deku.
Oh, right. Do you watch that show? No, neither do I.
My daughter watches the anime, and I had a very proud nerdy dad moment because without any, she used to watch them all dubbed. And without any prompting from me, she one day switched it to subtitled. And she's just like, "Oh, yeah, I can't watch them dubbed anymore. I got to watch them with the subs."
Wow.
And I was like, "It's my girl."
She can't watch them dubbed. She gotta watch them subbed.
Hey,
look down on all those who watch them dubbed, honey.
so what? Let's go. Let's do a roundtable thing here, and I'd like to hear what the answers are. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be good, but
really,
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Really quick,
Sure.
how do we do a round table if our table is rectangular?
Because you know what I mean. Oh
And mine's L-shaped, so let's just do it.
We're not even at a table, guys. Come on.
This is a table.
Okay, favorite
It's
part.
a table.
Favorite part of this virtual con aka virtual con 3. What is your favorite part, Jason?
Well, obviously, Fun TV was my favorite part.
Okay, the ones that don't include you, or you're not on.
Well, it was lame then.
It was horrible.
I don't know. Just like going to the con itself, I got to, a lot of the fanatics. We all wound up talking to each other, like chatting and doing like that happy hour thing last night. It was just good to see people, even though we're not in person. It was still good to see everybody and talk to them. So it's the, I'm going to coin a new phrase tonight. Are you ready? Yes. I'm going to call it the camaraderie.
Oh my God.
Comic camaraderie. That's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed getting a small slice of that back. And I got some cool artwork from my friend Priscilla, who was going to have a booth there, but she had the Comic-Con at Home booth instead. So I bought one of her variant prints off of her Etsy shop. So it was very cool.
So what,
Valor and Vellum.
What is it? What did you buy? What is the artwork of?
It is. Well, you go to yours and I'll get back to you on it. I gotta get the correct name.
Oh yeah, no worries.
The actual art piece. But that was fun, and also it was fun to have my birthday at home for a change for this past week. So
let's see, Heather, what is your favorite part?
Can we just talk real quick about what Jason did for his birthday?
We can. We'll come. Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Okay, good. Jason, what did you do for your birthday?
I went to work.
That sounds so much fun.
And then I came home.
Ooh.
And I had a big feast of Greek food from Ikaros restaurant in Baltimore. I picked it up and brought it home.
What did you get to eat?
What's that?
What did you get to eat?
We got spinach pie. You want me to do it in Greek? I got spanakopita, domares, pastizio, moussaka.
I'm going to need the dubs.
You're going to need the dubs for something. All right, hon, I got spinach pies. I got stuffed grape leaves. I got pastizio, which is like a layered lasagna type dish, and moussaka, which has eggplant and ground beef and the other stuff. And then I had stuffed zucchini, which it's super delicious there. And they came with the Greek baked potatoes. I got a Greek salad. And because I mentioned it was my birthday, they gave me some baklava for dessert for free. They did not have the kataifi, which I wanted, but that's okay.
What
and then
that?
I had a cake.
The what?
Kataifi. It's called pronounced kataifi. It's like baklava, but it has like this shredded wheat stuff on top instead.
Oh God.
So yummy.
Amazing.
It's the only time I'll eat walnuts. It's fantastic. it's worth the allergic reaction to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll live. It's like
I can see you fighting to breathe. This is great.
It's not that bad of an allergy. It's just it resembles seasonal allergies. So I'll just like get all snotty for the night. I'm like, gotta blow my nose and sneeze. It's weird. It's the most annoying allergy because it's not bad enough to not eat walnuts, and I don't even like walnuts. But when I have them, I'm like, is this worth it? Most of the time, it's not.
That's the greatest thing ever.
But then I had my cake. Well, I had balloons too. My wife bought me flowers.
Balloons. Aww.
She bought me orange roses, and I had unicorn balloons. It was glorious.
She's the best.
That's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, and my cake was an Animal Crossing cake. So
Ooh.
yeah, there's a KK on it. KK was on it singing.
So you're still playing? You're still playing Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Holy crap! You're like one of the only people I know, like friend wise, who is actually still playing the game. Because I see people still playing, like on Facebook. They'll post stuff, but I dropped that game like 3 weeks in or less.
Like 3 days.
Yeah, I was off very quickly.
You're gonna have like bugs in your house in your game.
Yeah, I've just totally thrown that whole idea of playing it completely out the window. I'll never play it again, unfortunately.
No. It was great. It got me through quarantine. So
yeah,
yay, yeah.
Remember when we named ourselves the Quarantine? That was great.
That feels like that was 800 years ago at this point.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, well, back when we thought quarantine was only going to be 14 days, so.
Yeah, right. This will be nothing.
That'll be nothing.
We're back.
That'll be God.
Yeah. All right. So Heather, what is your favorite part of VirtualCon?
Well, I like the excitement of getting on Funko.com, even though it absolutely sucked. It was very frustrating and annoying, and you constantly saw the lines and the line moving and that circle for shipping spinning. I really enjoy that because
Are you being serious, or are you just trying to come up with an answer?
No, I'm being serious.
Oh my God.
It has been such a long time, aside from the Dwight with Princess Unicorn, that there's been a drop that I've been like, okay, I really, really want to get this. And then going after it, and then the feeling of like actually getting it. But with the Dwight with Princess Unicorn, you didn't ever get that feeling until SDCC, where you got it because you couldn't get it.
Right.
But I've always liked the thrill of the Funko shop. And even though it sucked tremendously, it was fun.
I enjoyed that immensely. I enjoyed going after stuff, and I don't know. You're right, Heather. I really like that too. But that wasn't my favorite part of SDCC, aka VirtualCon 3. My favorite part was seeing all of the new Sideshow or hot toys on the Sideshow videos or whatever. You know, the videos they released or the lives they were doing for the Let Your Geek Side Show. If you guys aren't on there already. Let Your Geek Side Show is a Sideshow group on Facebook, and they did a lot of lives there. They did lives on YouTube, and they did like tours of new things that were about to come out and announcements. Some of the announcements for, well, actually, I think 2 years now. Some of the announcements that they have coming up, or some of the things they're going to be releasing that are coming up, look awesome. One specifically is the Zombie Iron Man. I think they call it Mysterio's Illusion or something. Iron Man Mysterio's Illusion. That thing is amazing. It's high dollar, but it's really cool. I think that was my favorite thing announced that I did see for this San Diego Comic-Con. I was really excited about that.
And our friend Alex did a lot of that stuff too.
He sure did.
He went live over there. That's where he flew for that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was going to do that.
I didn't either.
He said he was going to. He told us.
Did he tell us that?
Yeah.
When? That live?
Uh-huh.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. See, I think I did have a stroke. I'm not lying. I think it really happened.
You just have a terrible memory.
Yeah, our good pal Alex, who's actually been on the podcast before, Alex Arnowitz, he's a great, great guy, and he does. Jason, I don't understand what he does. Does he work for Sideshow, or he is just a part of that group? I don't know what the deal is.
What is it you do here?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think he's just, he doesn't work for them, but he works for them on occasion. So,
okay.
Sort of like how you kind of work for Pop Price Guide.
Yeah.
I think it's along those same lines.
Which is becoming a full-time job. I just got a message from Christian over email, and he was talking to me about, one, when you add stuff on to Pop Price Guide or HobbyDB, in order to start seeing what the values are, like the trending values, you have to go and do a couple of things to each of the things that you add. Mm-hmm. So I have to go and do that for everything I've added so far, and then I'm going to add all of the pins and everything else that go along with chumps.
You really got sucked into that. You're doing all this work for nothing.
No, I want to track my chumps.
How about you just
No, if you
look
remember,
at them on the
no,
shelf?
hold on.
No, if I remember, you
hold
felt
on.
really bad about talking shit about Pop Price Guide / Hobby DB.
Okay.
So you offered to simply list the chomps,
Okay.
which you thought entailed posting the pictures and saying, hey, this is the Amber Chomp. Hey, this is the Cotton Candy Chomp. Hey, this is the original Chomp. And now you're going to eBay and Mercari, looking up all the prices, doing calculations.
I don't have to do that.
Oh yeah, you're going to be the math guy now, and you're going to be finding the average sales because
I can't be the math guy. I don't know math. How
I
can
know
I be the math
you're
guy?
totally screwed. You're doing way too much work than you should have been.
I offered to do this, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow through. I'm not going to.
Mhm.
I'm not going to fail them. I want to follow through with this idea. I think it's great.
So where are they holding their employee Christmas party this year?
I have no idea. You know what? You know
I
what,
don't know
guys?
yet, but I told them I don't want any wall. Wait a minute. No.
That's PPG WinterCon 3.
PPG.
Well-
Pop Price Guide Con.
So it's funny because right around the time that we had Christian on, I guess it was right around that time, we got contacted by Plastic Empire, who, you know, those are the guys who sell chomps and everything. And they reached out to me directly, and they're like, hey, how about making a video about all of our upcoming SDCC releases? And I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. So we made a video about that. So now I feel like I'm sort of working for Plastic Empire as well.
Yeah.
Now I'm working for
You're gonna
everybody.
have to. You just got, and you have a regular job too.
You ain't kidding. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And they're gonna be
Brian-
like, look, we need you to really. You're gonna start like uploading documents to Pop Price Guide for your regular job, and then doing.
So,
Oops.
Brian Barrick says, did you all get the Plastic Empire Chomp pins today? I did not. I missed it.
Nope.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they released a pin of Chomp with the, it's the Amber Chomp with the, it looks like the Jurassic Park thing. Although when we did the video for Plastic Empire, and by the way, I just want to say this now. When we did the video for Plastic Empire, it was just to do it because we want to have a good relationship with them. They seem like really good people. We love the fact that they're the ones who sell the chomps and stuff.
And it's really cool that you got to hear it here first.
Yeah, and you got to hear it here first. So it was nice to be able to be in the I guess the limelight of here's what Plastic Empire is doing. I just thought that was kind of cool. Hopefully they reach out to us again in the future. But anyway, once we did it, I reached out to the guy Dustin Cam, and I said, hey man, I just want to let you know here's the video, and I gave him the link, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna get. I have a package coming your way. Or no, he said, give me your address. I want to send you something. So I gave him my email address. I felt like now I feel like an idiot. And I sent him my email address. He goes, no, it's a physical thing I need to send you. I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. And I sent him the address. So I'm wondering if maybe the pin is in there. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Because again, I didn't have expectations he was going to give us anything because I wasn't looking for that. It's nice that he is. So that's why I gave him the email address, because I thought maybe he was just going to send us like a thank you note or something. I don't know.
He was going to send you a $5 gift card to Dunkin'.
Oh, I would like that.
Heather would have been in love with that.
Do you remember when we were kids? Like you'd get the $5 gift certificate book from McDonald's
Yes.
with five McDonald's bucks inside of there.
Right.
That I'm very excited about the McDonald's pops, by the way.
Yes. So I want to get into that. Let's get into pop announcements. But for a second, Aaron says you can turn them into sponsors of your channel, Chris. He's talking about Plastic Empire. We have no sponsors for this channel, but I've already talked to Wes Howard of Poppin' Off Toys. I think if I went with anybody, that's who I'd go with, because we've always had a really good relationship with Wes, and he's helped us out a lot. One time, I'll tell you how great a guy Wes is.
How great is he?
One time, he noticed that for my son, he had a fundraiser going on. My son at the time might have been in like first or second grade, and
it was this year.
No. It was a while ago. It wasn't this year.
It was for his new school. Yes.
Then I think it was last year. Definitely wasn't this year. It was like last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it
anyway,
was for his new school.
yeah. But anyway, it was.
only lived there.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. They don't know. They don't know. Let me just make shit up. Okay. So anyway, it was for a charity thing, and Wes reached out to me directly, and he's like, "Hey man, I clicked that link, and I put, I gave some money for the charity. I hope your son wins, because it was like whoever can make the most amount of money or something." And I just thought that was so damn sweet. Like Wes is a guy that I've never met in person. We've talked a lot online. He's a great guy. We've had a lot of video chats with him and stuff. Great guy, but didn't expect him to do that. But that just shows you how awesome Wes from Poppin' Off Toys is. So that might be the guy. I think that's the guy I would choose to work with first when it comes to sponsorship. That's just to mention what Aaron's going on about. But anyway, let's talk about our favorite Funko Pop announcements of this year. Jason, go ahead. You started already.
Oh, I was the main one was McDonald's finally getting the light of day again.
Yes,
I
finally.
think it was awesome. Just looking at Mayor McCheese and Officer Big Mac, I was like, oh yes. Now you can keep going down the line. It's gonna be that could be great. It's a lot of fun, and like it's what Brian even said in there. He goes, "This is my childhood." And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, that was mine too. Where I'm like, ugh. It was just nothing but McDonald's.
Right. Yeah.
It explains so much about who I am, why I was drinking pickle beer last night. The other thing I was really excited about was the retro toys and Hasbro lineup that they had with the original Transformers, Mr. Potato Head, which looked fantastic, and the Operation guy, whose name is Cavity Sam.
Yeah, I didn't know his name until they said it on the live TV.
You did
or Fun TV.
So fun fact about Cavity Sam. Back in 2005, that was the year that Becker sold Funko to Brian. Like they had our fun days, and he made that announcement. He's just like, Brian's now going to be taking over. And they had a slideshow of wobblers that never made it into production. And one of them was Cavity Sam. And it was just the drawing, the rendering of it. And I was like, oh my God, like it looks so awesome. Like that would have been incredible. And 15 years later, it happens. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that was one that I am going to definitely own because it's fantastic. Absolutely.
The one that was hilarious to me was the Stretch Armstrong, because the regular one looks like a guy just in his underpants, and then the next one is him with long arms. And to me, I don't know. Like personally, I don't think it translated that well. I'm not a big fan of Stretch Armstrong to begin with. So who am I to say? But I think my favorites that were announced personally, the G1 Transformers. So this is something I've been wanting to see in Funko Pop Forum for a very long time. They were owned by, I think that was owned by Kid Robot at one point in time, and they were releasing like G1 Transformer stuff. So I'm really happy to see them coming from Funko.
Well, they made them in wobbler form. He did, they did Megatron, and they did Optimus and Bumblebee, and that was it. But then they had, and I forgot about the G.I. Joe. They had Shipwreck and Zartan. And I was like, oh, they're going to continue that one. Fantastic. Love it. Loving that stuff.
Yep. I love G.I. Joe.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
The Transformer stuff, I will buy all of them because G1 Transformers holds a special place with me. If they do the Constructicons Devastator in a 6-inch or a 10-inch form, I will absolutely lose my mind because that will be awesome. That would be the coolest thing Funko's ever done.
You will evacuate your bowels.
Yeah. Heather, how about you? What was your favorite announcements, or do you not know what they are? Is that why you're looking at Funko's Instagram right now?
I'm brushing up, thank you.
I knew you wouldn't know.
Yeah, look, you you could study for the test up until you cross the threshold into the room. So,
so I really like the Clue ones. I think they're unique, and the Furby because that was like the toy when I was a kid. For that
and
one
Popples.
year. You know, I don't remember that.
That is a really odd one, isn't it? Popples. That's an 80s toy. I remember this.
My daughter goes, "What is that? She goes, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, "It's Popples." I said it to her like she should remember. I'm like, I said they were just these things, and you would take it, they were girl toys. That back then, because you had girl toys and boy toys. You couldn't play with girl toys if you were a boy.
I played with all the boy toys. I really liked the
my.
train sets and Legos. But I also
Those are
really
fun.
loved girl toys.
I don't know if they're necessarily girl toy. I mean, Legos were, I think, for everybody. And
No, they were boy colors, so they were for boys.
oh my god.
Yeah, but back when back in my era when when people would just hit you in the face randomly, like you'd be on the playground, just like I remember in kindergarten there was a kid who was just like, I don't like your eyes, they're too big, and he plucked me right in my eye,
Oh my god.
Oh,
like
God.
stuck his finger in my eye. That could have given me COVID if it was now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the era I grew up in, and you got poked in the eye if it was too big.
So
They
Yeah,
didn't let you play with girl toys back then.
Yeah, there was a weird separation between girl toy and boy toys. Like everything that was for boys was heavily marketed like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome. It's going to get dirty and it stinks." And all the girl toy stuff,
oh my god.
all the girl toy stuff was like,
it's gonna get dirty and it stinks.
"Yeah, you can make this wonderful family and you can be the mom and there's a cat and it's not an asshole cat, it's just a regular cat. And you pet it and it's so nice and you can be a babysitter."
It's gonna get
That was
dirty and it stinks. That's the title of this podcast. Seriously, it's dirty. It's dirt. It's
No,
gonna
but
get
don't-
dirty and it stinks.
Don't you remember the
Hold on,
commercials?
I gotta
Like,
write that down.
I just like you don't see that. You didn't have the intensity of, let's say, Crossfire or GI Joe.
Crossfire.
Barbie. It wasn't like Barbie action figures. Barbie's gonna move in with Ken, and they're gonna take a ride in their convertible. Zoom. And the
Yeah.
convertible's open, and it's acid rain, and they're gonna get dirty and stinky. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very separated, which was weird because I'm a firm believer in like play with whatever the hell you want to. If a boy wants a baby doll or a girl wants to play cars, who gives a shit?
Right.
Yeah, don't let my son's not gonna play with any Barbie dolls. Now get him them wrestling toys with those men who are just wearing underwear. He could play with those instead. But no, not the doll with lots of dresses. Don't do that.
Right.
Bad.
Right.
Here, hold this half naked man and pretend he's wrapping his legs around him in a figure four. It'll be fine.
It's less weird.
No more Barbies.
It's gonna get dirty and it stinks. I love that. That sounds like a
That
band.
was-
That's a band name to me.
That was very funny.
Somebody says, let's see, there was somebody says, Buzzman says, you don't like Stretch Armstrong. What are you, communist? LOL. Somebody said, Aaron said, I thought My Pet Monster was going to be announced too. Now that is one that I would love to see in Funko Pop form. My Pet Monster, that was a favorite of mine when I was a kid.
It was like blue and green, right?
Yeah. It had like a big weird nose and teeth and horns, and it was big and blue and like kind of purple. And it came with, I always remembered the handcuffs, and they would break apart. And I loved playing with those handcuffs when I was a kid. I mean, because they fit a kid. But there was a movie,
And you locked up the neighborhood kids in My Pet Monster.
exactly. But there was a movie that went along with it as well, and you could watch. I think it came on TV or something. You could watch it on TV, and it was a horrible movie. It wasn't cartoon. It was like a live action thing where a little boy turns into a monster, and it was just silly and out of control. In fact, you can find it on YouTube today because I've watched it. But kind of what I wanted to touch on for a second. With what are the little creatures we talked about? The ones from the 80s Heather didn't remember. Is it Popples?
Popples.
Is it possible that with them releasing something like Popples in Funko Pop form, or like My Pet Monster, is it possible that'll make them a popular toy again, or would make them relevant? Because I feel like if somebody saw My Pet Monster, they would wonder about it, and My Pet Monster could come back out. I mean, because that was a really cool like toy idea, a big monster you could carry around. It looked all ugly and gnarly.
Well, did it happen with Care Bears?
Uh,
Or like Strawberry Shortcake? It's hard to say. Because I don't pay attention to that market, that specific age group market. So I don't even know.
yeah, I'm not sure. It'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to see that. See some of those things come back. Furby, I don't think we'll ever see.
No.
Blunt's
Furby was one of those things that was like there and gone. Like, I remember playing with it like twice, and then I was like, okay, I don't know how to do this. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to do. So I
don't
just took
know
the
what
battery.
I'm doing.
Yeah, I took
It's
the
going to get
batteries
dirty
out.
and it stinks.
No, it was a girl toy, Chris. Okay.
My Furby's. Wait, your Furby's gonna get dirty, and never mind. This sounds something. This sounds terrible.
I think Furby was them finding some sort of new technology, not knowing what to do with it, and shoving it inside of a little robot and a little toy robot thing, and giving it to the public because it was such a weird toy. I remember my sisters got it and they were talking to it, and it would like respond in weird language, and they said it could learn. And it could learn. It was just such a weird thing.
It had this weird, like, dictionary where it told you what the Furby words meant. Like, it was like a translator. It was weird.
It was weird.
All the words actually were from Sun Tzu's Art of War. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is that? He's reading me propaganda, damn it.
Blunts562 said, yo, man, you guys are awesome. Thanks for the great content. You're very welcome. I'm glad we could bring this kind of content to you guys.
Thank you.
Having Jason on is always a big plus for us. He's a great guy, and he knows a lot about things.
I know a lot about
things and stuff, and pickle beer,
and cuffs.
And cuffs. K&L Collectibles asked, and so this might be one of the last things we talk about, unless Jason, you have some other things. K&L Collectibles asked, anyone else excited about Boo Hollow Paka-Pakas?
Those look awesome.
Agreed.
Yeah, very, very cool. Didn't Reese share that with you guys as well?
No, I don't.
I thought he an image of it or something.
I don't think so.
It was like a pet project of his, so he was. I think he's probably very happy that it's getting to see the light of day now.
Yeah, I'm excited about them, and I don't really care so much about Paka-Pakas or Paka-Pakas, but they looked very old school Halloween-y to me, like stuff you would find in stores like 100 years ago. I really want all of them.
Ooh.
And right now, apparently, our friend Nick actually told us about it. All Paka-Pakas are 50% off at GameStop, and he bought like a ton of them. It was coming out to be $80. He got them all for $40. He bought 18 packs, I believe.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because he's really big into them. So let me just scroll up here just so I know exactly what happened.
By the way, real quick, the name of the photo of the artwork that I purchased, it was the Yuki Onna, and this was from I'll show you the picture of it, but that's what it looks. Except for it doesn't have only 3 left across there. I got the last one. So
awesome! I like
That's
that.
beautiful.
Yeah, she does a wonderful work, and if you find her, it's Valor and Vellum, VALOR and VELLUM.
Ooh.
So look her up, Priscilla Wilson. Good, wonderful artwork.
Thank you.
So he bought 18 of them. It would have come out to $89.82, but he got them all for $44.91. Shipping was free. So
That's
actually, it came out to $47.60 for 18 of them. So if you guys want them, I think I might go order some for myself tonight because I really. Did you see them, Heather?
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
The Halloween ones on there. These are probably the older ones, like the Soda Cats and whatnot.
No, these are the ones he just showed me. Hold on, I'll go back up.
Oh.
Let me see. Yeah, so they're called Boo Hollow. So they're all there. Because I said the same thing. I didn't think that he was right, but he apparently was. So that's great. Well, this was a hell of a San Diego Comic-Con, Virtual Con. I hope Virtual Con 4 or New York Comic-Con or whatever the hell we're going to call it, Fall Con is going to be much better as far as ordering stuff because this was a real train wreck.
Yeah, I don't foresee it being much better. But you figure if it didn't get all bottlenecked up, there was probably whatever that Brian had said in that message that they put out prior to the release of the Fun TV video. It was telling the truth. I mean, there was just so much traffic and it bogged it down.
Yeah.
And it just overloaded it.
Yeah, well, not only is it a big drop, like we would have seen a slowdown if there were an SDCC in person anyhow, but all of those people who were planning on possibly going to the Funko booth or wanted in the Funko booth and didn't win the lottery because they have a lottery for SDCC, they were all online.
Yes, exactly. And everybody right now just wants everything. They just want to get their hands on something new. And that was a perfect spot for everybody to go. I don't even think it was a bot problem. In fact, I mentioned last night, we were on a podcast, I think that the shipping thing we saw circling and all this jazz, I think all of what they built in there was very annoying and took a long time, but these were all things that were trying to thwart bots. That's what I believe that was.
I don't know about that because they can exploit that.
What's that?
And a bot can exploit if there's like issues of, from what I understand, if there's like issues of like checkouts and stuff like that, it can exploit it, so it can do its damage and pick the stuff. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm no bot expert.
Yeah,
they're robots in disguise.
No idea. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a pro at any of this stuff, but all I could tell you is that I noticed that there was definitely a change from what happened that night versus the Princess Unicorn and versus what happened with Johnny Quest. It was something completely different, and it worked way better because I couldn't even sign in for Johnny Quest or for the Dwight with Princess Unicorn. Yeah. Both of those instances were a complete train wreck.
But if you have Apple Pay, and it like I thought that I got through like in 20 minutes, and I would have clicked the Apple Pay button, and it wouldn't load because it didn't have the shipping calculation. So once that happened, I knew I was in bad shape. So I had to wait it out.
Oh boy.
Oh well.
Oh boy.
Oh well, hon. You know.
Well. So listen, it's been an hour and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Can you believe that? An hour and 3.
Son of a bee.
I know. We had too much fun here. So
we did.
If you want to find the Gastlecast, well, we are at Gastlecast on Instagram, or you can go on YouTube and search Gastlecast. You'll find one of our lovely videos there. We've been posting a video every single day, and it's been a lot of fun for me. Although it is grueling and there's a lot to edit and everything else, it's been great. I've had so much fun doing it. So go and check that out and leave some comments along the way.
And you can find me online at Swabobafett. And if you can see me star of Fun TV on the Funko's channel. You can see me videos. I'm going to be shooting another one this week. I have a very busy video schedule for work this next 2 months. So a lot coming out, a lot of content from me. So I hope you like my face.
Hey, who doesn't?
And if you go to the official Keen Spot YouTube channel or their social media, I was part of a online panel for San Diego Comic-Con at home, and you get to hear me talk about comics for about 5-10 minutes.
That is the greatest thing ever. So,
and that launched today. So I'm all over the place, baby. I'm nationwide.
If you thought today that you do not get enough of Jason, now you can get your fills. You can get all squeeze it for all it's worth.
Sorry, hold on. No, sorry. I gotta. Yeah, it's perfect, guys. Hollywood Jason here. How you doing?
Intellectual Hollywood Jason. Okay, that's it. So, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Adios.
All right.
So we got a really nasty comment on one of our videos.
What?
Uh-oh.
What was it?
I would rather... Excuse me for using this language. This is not me speaking. This is Steve W.
Okay.
I would rather jack off with sandpaper than to listen to this dude's voice or see his facial expressions. Just saying. So I'm going to reply, and I'm going to leave him a very nice reply. Sounds like jacking off is the best you can get, my friend. Maybe get to doing that and stop watching our videos.
Boom. That's how you hit him, Heather.
Boom. Here comes the boom.
Listen,
ready or not.
Steve, was it Steve W?
Yeah, Steve wants to get laid but can't.
Hey,
anyway.
Hey, Steve W, if you think that's bad, try living with me. Talk to Heather, okay? It's not fun. And my facial expressions, by the way, are pretty cool. So, F off. That's it. It's funny because as we progress in subs and views and all this kind of stuff, things are now like churning and burning more than ever. I expected negative feedback, and now we're getting it. And I'll be honest with you, that makes me so happy because what that tells me is there's some asshole that decided to come and watch it, and he felt it enough that he had to make a comment. So I really hope that he comes back. Actually, don't even leave him a comment.
Oh
no, leave him some hearts. Leave him hearts. Don't leave him any comments. I wouldn't leave him anything.
Yeah.
Because that's stupid. I would just leave him. I would leave him no words because why act like it's enough? You know what I mean? Don't act like it's so important.
Thank you for the view.
There you go. Perfect. That's a perfect answer. See? Boom.
I don't know. I still like that he's excited to jack off with sandpaper. I think that's pretty. I mean, if you're into that. Whatever.
Oh man, yeah.
Is that the only option? Were you out of tissues?
Exactly. Well, have you ever had a long day's work and your hands are all messed up and screwed up, and then you try to yank on it a little bit? That's probably what the guy's talking about.
I've never had that issue, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I keep my hands nice and clean and moisturized. So
Michael Petrino says, "I wish he could see that GIF of Chris as a chick because somebody made me into a girl." Was it singing? Was it singing?
It was the Moulin Rouge. Yeah. You were a lot of girls. You were Lil' Kim and Christina Aguilera.
Aaron,
who else is in that song?
Creole Lady Marmalade.
Aaron says, it means you made it. God damn it, you made it. Thank you, Aaron. You're the man. So I think that's it, right? Should have asked 2,000 grit or 30,000 grit. That's great.
Ooh.
What did this podcast turn into? It turned into a complete train wreck.
Sorry, Evan. Sorry you had to hear me talk about masturbation.
Steve Blockley says video to prove it, Steve W. Wow. So anyway, well, that's it. We've been here long enough. If you have any nasty comments, please leave them on the videos because that gives us an extra view, and we really appreciate that. Steve W. Steve W. We love you so much, and we hope that you tune in some more and listen to my annoying voice. Okay, that'll be
Steve Dub. Steve Dub.
All right, that's it. Guys, thank you for tuning in, and we will oh no, I gotta say my thing. We are together, yes. And nobody said anything about my Baby Yoda shirt, by the way. What is this? What's happening?
It's nice. I was looking at your eyes.
Cool.
Your eyes are up here. So.
I know. Well, sorry.
Next time I'll just look directly at your chest.
Oh my God, boobies.
Oh my God.
Beerbies.
Brian Barrick said, sounds like you have your next interview series set up.
So I have Steve W. and Heather has what's his name? The bird. What's his name?
Pigeon.
Truth Pigeon. Heather has Truth Pigeon. I have Steve W.
All right.
All right. Well, remember as always, we're all together. Yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
How's it end? Where's the end button? Oh, here it is.
Where's the end button?
Bye.